Hey guys, really quickly before I get going with this video, just wanted to say sorry I have not uploaded a video in quite a while now. We've had a very mild winter. You can see we have barely any snow. I haven't had too many snowstorms. Last storm that we had that I actually got to go out and plow, I tried to do something a little different and screwed up. Didn't come out quite as I hoped it would, so I didn't upload anything. But once again, really quickly before I get into things, I'm really trying to take my page in the direction of focusing mostly on hardscapes, whether it be business kind of side videos, install how-tos, you know, my time lapses, behind the scenes kind of stuff. I'm really trying to get away from the whole equipment video thing and stuff like that I'm not as passionate about and honestly not as good at. So probably will continue to do some plowing videos, but maybe not to the extent that I have been. So just want to quickly say that. But today I just want to talk about kind of how I prep for going to meet with a customer initially for a sales pitch. Things that I do to prep and what I bring with me, how to stand apart from the competition. So the first thing I'll go through really quick is just being professional. Obviously that's, I would say, common sense. Most of you are saying, why is he even bringing this up? And when I say professional, obviously not bad-mouthing any competitors, but also dressing nicely. When I go to meet with clients, it doesn't matter if I'm just dropping off samples or going for a 3-hour meeting. I will wear something nice, usually a pair of khaki pants, boat shoes, a polo Mass Hardscapes shirt, something nice. I also drive my truck. I'm not showing up in a dump truck or something like that, you know, show up in a normal vehicle. You know, that doesn't mean you have to have your $70,000-$80,000 pickup truck. By no means. I actually think that's a very stupid choice for people to be buying some of the trucks they do, but that's for another day. But just being professional, act professional in every way you can, and that stands out a lot to customers, and they will very much so respect that. So we'll get into the real part of the video, and that's really what I bring with me. There's a lot of stuff, and I will try to make this kind of quick, and hopefully if you have questions throughout this, I can kind of answer them throughout the video. So the first thing is a little bit more of the tools that I bring. So I bring either a laser level, or if you have one, a zip level. If you don't have a zip level, I highly suggest that you look into getting one. They're great for estimates. We have one. I didn't bring it with me today. That's why I have my laser level out here, but zip levels are great because you don't have to set up your legs, you don't have to use your grade stick. It's super easy, super quick. It's not something we bring on jobs. A little concerned about, you know, a guy running over the tube and then the laser is destroyed. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll understand once you look up what a laser level is, or a zip level is. But so your measurement tools, laser level, zip level. Some people may choose to bring along tape like this. I usually don't bring one, but it doesn't hurt. Something to speed the process up a little bit instead of one of those is a measuring wheel. So I always keep my measuring wheel underneath my back seat. I have an Deer Pro. This is an electronic measuring wheel. I love it. If you want to see the exact one I have, I will send you the link. Just message me for that. Always bring a measuring tape, regular 25 or 30 foot tape. Usually keep a can of paint in my back seat too. Once in a while you'll have a customer who will want you to paint something out even on your first consult. Rarely happens, or at least for us, but it may happen to you. So yep, your lasers, you know, measuring tools. Always have a camera. Obviously if you have your phone, you'll have that to take pictures of the site. One thing that I find very important, and I know a lot of people aren't doing, is bringing either a soil probe or a small shovel. And the reason in doing this is that you can dig some test holes throughout your project area. And the reason for this is to find your soil conditions. If you're not doing this, you need to be. This basically just makes it so you can figure out what kind of soil conditions you have, so you can estimate properly on your base, your excavation. If you go to a site and it's very sandy, good gravel, drains well, you don't have to do quite as much base material as you would if it was a clay soil. So that's hugely important. You need to be doing that if you're not. Soil probes are, I think, I don't know, $100 or so. If you don't want to buy one of those, you can just use a little shovel. Just make sure your customer's fine with you digging. If you explain to them why you're doing what you're doing, they will completely understand and let you dig in their yard, as long as you're not digging, huge holes. So I think that is it as far as tools. I guess all the things I'm going to show are technically tools, but so the next thing is we bring a tablet. This is kind of like our mobile portfolio. Some people have a book of pictures of recent work. We just choose to use a tablet, has pictures, videos. If we need to, we can bring customers to our website or our house account. So that's been a great tool for us. So we also like to bring samples. So one of the things we try to do almost in our pre-screening process is figure out if customers are serious, but also how much they've looked into things, material costs, that kind of stuff. So sometimes customers will have a good idea of what they want as far as materials, and that helps us a lot because we can bring samples right with us if we have an idea of if they like slabs versus pavers, classic pavers, or if they like natural stone instead of concrete wall block. We can bring samples to them. Chances of you making an exact match with the samples you bring are slim. I'm not saying to bring every sample you can imagine, but if you can bring a few just to get their brains going, show them how the textures really are, because honestly these books can be very deceiving. We don't let our customers pick from these books. They have to at least get samples, if not meet us at a showroom and see things in the ground. So samples are huge. Let me just go through my list here, make sure I'm not missing anything. So I think the last thing is our product books. So these are just a few here. Always bring a Unilock catalog, always bring a Teco catalog. Marmero stones is who we use for our countertops if we're doing a kitchen or a bar, sometimes fire pits. And then our lighting, this is our Kichler book. We do a lot more than just Kichler, but this is all I had for books. Right now it's the beginning of the year, so I ran out last year and am waiting on 2018 catalogs to come out. So the only 2018 thing I've gotten is the Unilock, and actually the Marmero I think is for this year too. So normally we have books for our kitchen appliances, a little bit more lighting, fire inserts, gas inserts. It's just endless the amount of books that we can bring. Our natural stone veneer books, all sorts of stuff. So bring your catalogs. One of the things that we try not to do, because there's so many options for customers nowadays, is we try to help them. We don't push them necessarily, but we do try to guide them into certain products that we like to use, but just make it a little bit easier for the customer. So most of you are probably wondering why I have Unilock and Teco. If you want my opinion on concrete pavers and wall stones and what I think of each brand, I'm not going to say anything here, but you can message me about that. I believe these are by far the two best brands. That's all I'm going to say. So that is all we use. I've had a lot of people ask me if I have trouble selling these because they're so expensive, and no, this is all we use. We're in a very wealthy market, so these are no problem to sell. So the way that I usually kind of split things up to make it easy, I don't go through each book with every customer. That would be overwhelming. Usually the way we do it is if they want to do a natural stone for their verticals, so a kitchen or a sitting wall or fire pit, we will pair it with Unilock pavers. We love Unilock pavers. If they want to do concrete products, like a wall stone, for their vertical elements, we will go with Teco. We love Teco's wall blocks, so we'll go with Teco pavers and wall block. That's just kind of how we've separated it. It works for us. It makes it easy. That way we're not showing customers two books and they're getting overwhelmed. We used to do that, and it was a little bit too much for some customers. So, yeah, bring your catalogs. I've actually had a lot of customers tell me most of the contractors they meet with don't even bring them catalogs, which blows my mind. Hopefully you guys are all bringing catalogs. It really just blows my mind that contractors are not doing that. So make sure you do that. Even if it's one catalog, just bring it to your customers. It helps them find ideas, pick out products before having to go to a showroom or ask you for samples. And it just is a lot more professional than saying, here, go to this website and check it out. So your dealers will give you these books for free. I actually have a box of Unilock catalogs in the back of my truck right now. I have about 20, I think it's 20 or 25 catalogs. Picked them up from my Unilock rep yesterday. They will happily give these to you, and you can hand them out to every single customer, and you can ask for as many boxes as they want, and they will give them to you. So make sure you are doing that. So I think that's it, guys, for now. If you have any questions that came up through that, if you can add any points, things you might do that help with your sales pitch, please let me know. I'm hoping to kind of share with you guys how I've done things, maybe not so much secrets, but what's worked for me. And you know, I know a lot of people have been amazed at where we've been able to go in just 1 year, and I'd like to think our sales pitch has been a huge part of that. So just trying to share with you guys some stuff that's worked for us, and hopefully it will work for you guys. So once again, let me know if you guys have any input on this. If you guys have any suggestions on videos you want to see, please let me know. Like I said, I'm really trying to gear my page more towards the business side, you know, hardscaping, and just kind of go from there. So if you guys want to see anything specific, please let me know. Really quickly, if you guys are not already, go check me out on Instagram. At mass_hardscaper. That is kind of my personal page, a lot more behind the scenes. And then also our newly created company page, which is just at masshardscapes. So that's just a little bit more final pictures, but go check those out, guys. You can see a lot more there. And that is it for today.